Welcome to this video. This is probably going to be a short one. We're just going over my 2025 goals. I'm a little bit late. We're a few weeks into January at this point. Also in this video, we're going to take down all these Christmas lights that you see behind me. It's January 6th, so it's well past time. I'm going to try and make quick work of it because, well, it's January, so it's gotten dark already, and it's chilly out here. I wanted to make this video. I was extremely inspired by Lewis Spears of the Spearhead Sundays podcast. He made a podcast episode about his 2025 goals and what he's done over the past, and it just sounded like a really good idea. It was very inspiring. So a couple of things that Lewis mentioned that I really took into account in creating these is set goals higher than you think you can achieve. If you achieve every single goal, then you've done it wrong, is what he said. And I agree with that. You want to set lofty goals for yourself. That makes sense. And so with that in mind, the first goal I've set is no fast food. That's it, just no fast food. And that's gonna be hard. There's a Wendy's a half mile away from my house that has $5 biggie bags. You get a burger, fries, chicken nuggets, and a drink, all for $5, and that's become a problem, and that's why this is one of my goals. My parents almost never have fast food. I know I can do it too. My second goal, which I did have to work with Leah to agree on, is no pre-processed junk food in the house. If I want sweets, I need to go to the store, grab some chocolate chips, and then make cookies. If I want something salty, no chips, have like popcorn or something. The third thing that I think will help my life overall a lot is no phone in the bedroom. I've actually already 3D printed a shelf. You put your phone on it, plug it in, and then it's just outside the room, and then I can still listen to music if I want, or check the time on my watch, that sort of thing. And the reason behind this is a lot of times I would find myself going to bed and then just starting my playlist for like music or something, and then instead of listening to music, I'd switch over to YouTube. And I'm not like a shorts person. I would watch like full-length videos, but I'd still stay up hours past my bedtime. Oh god, maybe probably messing around the fire wasn't a good idea. This is supposed to be serious and I'm getting smoked. So I think not having my phone in the bedroom will help me go to sleep a lot faster and keep my sleep schedule a little more regular. And the fact that I've resisted doing that for so long is a sign that it's actually a problem. Like, I don't want to put my phone outside of the bedroom because I want to be on it. So yeah, phone out of the bedroom. The next one is to exercise daily, even if it's only for like 15 minutes, just go on a walk. 15 minutes isn't very long. And I'm actually already failing at this. Today is January 4th, and today is the first day that I've exercised for any amount of time. Albeit it was quite a lot of exercise compared to 15 minutes. But yeah, I'm gonna enact this hopefully starting tomorrow. That's what they always say. But yeah, I do want to enact this. I do want to just go on a 15-minute walk if I need to, or do something every day. The last two have to do with journaling. Lewis Spears, he was a big proponent of journaling, and I've always thought it's good, but I never have really done it regularly. And so one book that he had was really interesting. You just write a sentence or two every day, and this journal goes on for 5 years, so you can see what you were doing over the past 5 years on that day. His example was a day he'd been really miserable last year, and then this year he'd written down that he'd been in a really good mood. That sounded like it'd be really interesting to look back on. And so my goal is to do that every single night. I've actually been doing it in my phone since the journal itself hasn't come in, and I've already missed a day. Darn it. Once I have a physical thing, I should find that easier to remember. I also want to journal every morning. My job is flexible enough. Oh, for fuck's sake. God, the smoke just is not consistent. That's the issue. The other journal related thing is that I want to fill out my journal every morning, like a proper journal, maybe a page or something. If I actually keep my phone out of my bedroom, which I will, then I should have enough time before work to be able to do this. And if I don't do it in the morning, then obviously I'm gonna do it some other time in the day. That's all I have written down, but I do want to make a couple of goals that I think I can accomplish about cars. The Crown Vic has been broken since the Gambler. It's going to be fixed this year. I might sell it since I have the Volvo, and that just seems to be more capable in every way, but either way, it's getting fixed. The Goldwing is going to be sold in 2025. I'm going to drop the price probably when I get home. It's been up for a while at the current price, and it needs to be lower. I want the Volvo in tip-top shape by the end of 2025. Power steering fluid has a massive leak even as I'm driving it. That needs to be fixed. That's the main goal, but the other goal is to fix the other smaller things, such as the sunroof, the parking sensors. It'd be really nice to get Vita working, Volvo's in-house diagnostic software. But the main goal is just to get the power steering fluid fixed and then fix everything else. The Oldsmobile, my grandpa's car, I want that thing 100% repaired. I'm going to pay someone to repair that thing for me since I don't have the resources, and I really want it to be done really correctly. And then once it's repaired, I also want it detailed. I want it detailed inside and out. There's a lot of rock chips and that sort of thing. That's going to cost thousands of dollars. I'm not going to try and DIY it because I don't generally have the patience for paint work. But yeah, the Oldsmobile repaired, and detailed inside and out. I want the Loyale to be more of a priority. I love driving that car. It's great. I obviously put a lot of work into it recently, but I also want to drive it more, and that is going to involve putting even more work into it. It's like a 30-year-old car at this point. 32 now? Yeah, 32 now that it's 2025. The Honda Shadow, it needs to be back on the road, not by the end of the year, by summer. I need to be able to ride that thing. I don't know if I'm going to do that work myself or have someone else do it. I might just not have time, but either way, it needs to be fixed. Well, we're down to the last thing, the tree here. I don't know how this is going to go, because I just tossed these up here. Man, it sure is a lot more fun to put them up, even though if it took like 3 times as long and it was raining while I did it, yeah, I definitely had more fun putting them up, but that's how it goes. By the time next year comes around, I'll forget how awful it is to take them down and be excited to put them back up again. Such is life. Well, with that, that's all of my goals for 2025 for my cars and my personal goals. I hope this inspires you to set some goals for 2025. This is my first time ever doing it. I always thought it was stupid. Like, you could just start those habits at any time, but the new year is kind of a good landmark of where to start these goals and then where to check up on them every year. If you're still not inspired, maybe go watch Louis Spears' podcast episode where he talks about his. I don't know why that episode was so inspiring to me, but obviously it was. I'm making changes in my life. This is going to become a yearly series, so look for a video, hopefully a little more on time with the new year at the end of this year, and I'll go over these goals that I've set for myself, and we'll set new ones. That's it for this video. I hope you really enjoy watching, and if you're wondering why I'm out here in the snow having a fire, then go watch last week's video where I went camping. We took the Volvo out in all this snow, and it was pretty exciting. Subscribe if you want to see what I'm up to. There's not really another video on my channel like this one, so if you like this, I guess you're gonna have to wait until the end of the year. If you liked me sharing this, and if it inspired you or something, then hit the like button. This video is more for me than for you though, so I'll understand if it wasn't all that viewed. I guess that's all I've got. I guess I hope to see you next week.